Go.
Hey everybody, this is Nick Lowery from the Kansas City Chiefs. What you may not know is in addition to playing 18 years in the National Football League, I actually have a master's from Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. I went to Dartmouth undergrad. I was a legislative aide for Senator John Chafee of Rhode Island and for Senator Bob Packwood, and gave up a job working for the United States Senate Committee on aviation deregulation to play in the NFL. And I worked a lot of my off seasons there, including one in the last year of the Reagan administration in the Drug Abuse Policy Office. And the reason I tell you that is, one of the things I'm really excited about is this blend of all this work that I've been doing on the side of healthier lives, running a foundation, and also playing in the National Football League. And those come together with CBDs and with Canaway and Ken Life Sciences. I'm not sure if you saw the interviews I did on national television 2 weeks ago in New York, but on Tiki and Tierney, CBS Radio, NBC, Fox News with Varney and company. But I'm passionate about, in particular, that I can help my fellow NFL players who are, shall we say, vulnerable to chronic traumatic encephalopathy and CTE, the impact of concussions, literally and figuratively. My teammate for 2 years was the very same Mike Webster who was featured in the movie Concussion, who tragically had a horrible demise in his life. And I remember too vividly how healthy he was, and suddenly he deteriorated very quickly. So the reason I bring that up is CTE, while we can't make claims, I can tell you that Stanford University had research in 2014 that showed that it has a tremendous impact on Alzheimer's and dementia. That the Salk Institute in 2014 with Dr. David Schubert on an NIH grant also found incredible neuroplasticity benefits, not only to limiting damage to the neurons, but also actually potentially turning on a switch that rebuilds neurons, which promises very exciting things. Canaway is a fantastic company. Ken Life Sciences, the research division, has the only NIH license for the patent to turn research in CBDs into products to help fight and hopefully reduce greatly chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Finally, there's an incredible research by UCLA Torrance in 2014. So these are all pretty recent that showed of 446 traffic accident victims. Those that had any trace of THC in their systems were 5 times less likely to die from a traumatic brain injury. So in that movie, portrayed by Will Smith, Dr. Bennet Omalu talks about how there could never be a helmet inside the brain. Well, actually, it looks like there's great possibility that CBDs provide a functional second helmet in the brain. It will never end TBI, it will never end concussions, but it can greatly reduce the impact and give people some hope. So that's just one example of the myriad of things that CBDs can do, because they represent cannabis and hemp, not marijuana. I'm not interested in marijuana, but hemp and the cannabinoids, 148 different cannabinoids, represent incredible impact on the entire regulatory system of the body. And what we're interested in and why I'm part of this company is because we aren't here to sell. I'm not here to sell. I'm here to do my part to educate people, just like Carolyn Rhodes is going to be doing, to educate people on things like opioids and diabetes and Lyme disease and restless leg and autism and on, dementia, as I said, and Alzheimer's, and all those incredibly important issues that seem to have gotten worse and worse over the last several generations. So pay attention to Caroline Rhodes and check out Canaway and check out the real science behind it. And I think you'll find that 23,000 papers, 4,000 papers on PubMed.gov, and our own website, which is called ecoconnection.org, has about 1,500 papers, and all you have to do is look up what it does. Check out the one on cancer. That's my homework for you. Check that one out as one more example of keeping an open mind to just helping provide more options for people to heal, to live lives where they're healthy and live towards the end of their lives with great dignity and health. God bless you, and please pay attention to Caroline. She has a lot to say.